Welcome back to the Sweet Life Podcast. This is season 2, episode 9. That is the Phasing Octopus, who we call DJ, who is a DJ, amongst 7 other things. My name is Eugene Wright, also known as Eugene Wright, formerly known as Eugenius Neutron. My day ones call me Mafia Boy and then be the Beast, but my mama called me Itty. And that is your host, C. Noel. The homie Wu Tim, he couldn't be here today. He's actually taking one for the team. Shout out to the Crenshaw family. Our homies, somebody lost somebody as well. So Tim is there with the family. So shout out to them. What up to Robert? Shout out to everybody. V. So another 2 weeks. Oh, my bad. The homie sitting in. Rapper extraordinaire, my homie Carlos Charm. And the greatest troll of all time. Troll of Burma County. The boy Migueli. Fuck up, man. Drake, aka Toby Bay. What's good, fellas? How y'all been?
Same old shit, man. Living in this coronavirus age, goddamn. Same old, man. Oh yeah, Nick on his way too, man. But real quick, man. Like, they opening up everything. Do y'all think like shit gonna get back to normal? Do y'all think it's gonna be like a second wave, man?
I definitely think it's gonna be a second wave because it wasn't a complete shutdown the first time. And some people got it that ain't been properly tested. The masses ain't been properly tested. So it's like, and of course, a second wave gonna come. As far as a normal, I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it'll go back to how it was. I think it'll be a new standard of normal. A few things. Like I said, we can't ignore the work from home sector. Like we talk about creating jobs. Yeah, I just created thousands of jobs by letting people work from home. So it's too much that has changed in this moment that to go back to how it was.
I agree, man. I feel like it's part of this quarantine lifestyle that I can keep forever. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't met nobody that you know what I'm saying, they want to go all the way back to what we used to. You know what I'm saying? It's something, it's something that came out of this for everybody that they wish to retain after things go back to quote unquote normal, or as they would want it to be normal.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's going back to normal. I think the amazing thing that I seen that was so dope was going down 5 points and seeing a whole bunch of vendors, black vendors. You know what I'm saying? Just entrepreneurship. Like, if coronavirus had never happened, that would never happen. Like, people would have sat on their ass and just, behind the file all day. It was great to see that, though. So
we gotta improvise.
Yeah.
Right. It ain't gonna necessarily go back to normal, but a lot of people really gonna try to keep it as normal as possible, as we see with the goofy motherfuckers protesting shit. You know what I'm saying,
bruh? Let them die. It ain't none of us, bro.
Exactly.
But they saying the same thing on the other side. It ain't none of us dying.
Yeah.
And that's why they out there doing what they're doing.
Exactly.
But, it is what it is.
But,
let me go ahead. Do y'all think, when do y'all think this shit gonna be over? Because now I'm trying to nigga, it might not be no homecoming, it might not be no classic. I'm trying to travel, nigga might not be able to do that. No Tuskegee homecoming.
I'm finally a newt, bro. I was going to the AGP this year. You know what I'm saying? I done already fucked up my knee. I can't even goddamn shit. Fuck me up,
I really
bro.
wanted to be over only because I miss doing shows, bro. Like,
same.
I miss doing shows and just performing from the crowd, but I can't get there no more. Like, it just sucks now. I gotta perform in front of church people. It's different.
Hey, they the toughest crowd. Yeah. The toughest crowds too, goddamn.
And they listen to the same 5 songs.
The same 5
every
songs.
week.
Every week. We play the same.
Hands in the air, bro. On the verge of tears.
I get tired of it. Like, I was just ready for this shit to open back up. At least somebody book a bigger venue. You can be 6 feet apart. We can perform there, okay? Like,
that shit ain't finna happen.
It's not. Leisure Field, bigger venue. I can see that it can work.
Do the concerts at the drive-in theater.
That's actually really hard. That's really hard,
yeah, that's dope.
Man, do y'all think though, like if give a guesstimate of what y'all think the time frame gonna be, man? Like go back to social events.
I don't.
Clubs, different, AGP.
I feel like I definitely feel like it's a next year thing. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a next year
It's like I feel. I mean, in all honesty, by the time that they open back up and let everybody do what they do, when we catch second wave, and they shut back down again, and then they try to do something for Black Friday, and then they put a more emphasis on Cyber Monday. And everybody's stuck in the house through the holidays. They'll reopen after winter, probably next spring. So I see it as a year thing.
Honestly, yeah, I see it like literally a year from this month. You know what I'm saying? Literally a year from May. Shit'll be like as
and
far
get vaccines and all of that.
Man, and I'm trying to still figure out. Okay, all right. So how does? Okay, all right. So goddamn, I'm not necessarily educated in it. I ain't got no degrees in this shit. But I'm like, okay, this shit a virus, bro. I thought these hoes can't be cured. What does the vaccine do exactly?
If it's I thought that all viruses die like in cold or like heated.
But bro, every 2 weeks they telling us a new way that this shit could enter our fucking body. Nigga, what? Bro, this shit can, bro. Once they tell us it can seep through the pores of our skin, because that's what it's getting to. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing though, I seen the tweet on Twitter. That was like, the girl said, "What the fuck y'all think a mask gonna do when a fart goes
yes!
two ass cheeks and pants?"
Bruh.
Like, yeah, it kind of does make sense. Like,
I was like, damn, bro. Niggas don't think shit stink.
Speaking of masks, shout out to all the live streamers. We already got comments coming in. Jessica had a lot more cases, and it concerns me that none of y'all are wearing masks. Well, we in the house, but I understand.
We wore masks last time.
Yeah, we had masks last time.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. You feel me?
But what about fall? We can't mask our falls.
Not yet. You said what?
We can't mask our falls.
I mean, yeah, we can't.
I mean, we masking them with pants and underwear. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas still wearing basketball shorts and all that shit. We trying our best.
What you about to say though, man?
I was gonna go through the rest of the comments, man. Shout out to Chill T, always tuned in. Let them die. All right. Cameron Lindsay with the laughs. T also said at least 2021, and a bunch of people are saying next spring. So yeah, I think that feels right.
I'm from the town though.
I feel like me.
We chilling. Shout out to the other homies coming in. We ain't at capacity yet.
Yeah,
but we working on it.
Damn, I feel like Wizard killing.
It's the Wiz, y'all.
If y'all know what Wizard Kelly is, y'all.
No.
Hey, bro. If you don't know who Wizard Kelly is, I'm excited because it's like, damn, we reached the younger demographic.
That's who you're gonna be for this episode.
I don't know, man, who that is. Man.
Especially with the head. Even when you dip down, we can't see you guys.
He ain't watched.
I didn't watch TV. I mean,
Oh, my bad, bro. You was out.
I mean, I get it though. I get it.
I'm in law school since 4th grade.
No,
Them niggas really ain't fuck with that shit.
No, I ain't never watched no. Only Disney movies we watched was Lion King and the Goop Troop movie. I never seen Beauty and the Beast.
You miss out on Beauty, bro. No, it's some of them Disney Channel movies that you missed out on, bro. Don't sleep under the bed, bro.
See, I grew up with my.
Y'all having sideways conversations with Disney.
I'm really back in. But
let's hit our topics first.
Bro, I never watched Disney movies.
Man,
yeah.
Wizard,
bro. Wizard Kelly, how the fuck you never seen Proud Family?
I was on Nickelodeon.
Look, hey, fuck Disney. We not on their channel. We not getting paid. Ain't no sponsorships.
Hey.
Drink menu is wine and water. What's on the cigar menu?
Hey, what's up with wine?
Shit, this is
It's on the
chameleon wine. Yes. What you got on cigar?
Don Carlo, man. I just told him to give me some shit because I can't go in that motherfucker. They gotta give me. They probably be overcharged me for this shit. Like, I can't go in the humidor no more. So
package stores definitely went up on their price. So.
Everything,
nigga. What?
The health food store the same way. You go in, you stop right there at the door. You tell them.
Well, not Golden Temple. I went another day.
Oh no, I went to Bama Health Food by the crib.
Ah, shit, of course they like that.
Shit, I went to the ABC in Harrytown. I do like the setup now. They got the little X's 6 feet apart. But you know, it's like, it's service now. What kind of bottle would you like?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it yet.
Stupid.
Goddamn. Bro, I be in that bitch like a drive-thru. Let me get a... Goddamn.
What's on the dollar bill?
All right.
Goddamn.
Should we recap?
Alright.
DJ, what you at? Well, I forgot. I guess we did the 2-week recap.
For real. Like,
Chilling. That's it.
Chilling. Can't do
Simple as
nothing.
that. Simple as that. Chilling.
Been working and chilling and working.
That's it, man.
Alright, so Corey, you got it.
Cause we having fun, man. But I just want to talk about something serious for a minute. Ahmaud Arbery. I'm sure y'all seen the video. But if y'all didn't want to watch the video, y'all heard about it at least.
Is it pronounced Arbery?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I fumbled on that. I was like, is that Arbery or Arbery? You know what I'm saying?
You know,
and
some
it's
people
like,
can pronounce it.
and it's one of them things where it's like, bro, in this instance, bro, you really, I really want
Before
to.
we get that, y'all, let me explain to the
Go ahead,
listeners
bro.
what
My
happened.
bad.
Yeah. I mean, you probably say it both ways, man.
Yeah, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying. Go ahead, bro.
On February 23rd, man, the young 25-year-old man, he was jogging, but he was also being watched and really chased while he jogged, and he was unfortunately gunned down. That basically was false imprisonment. They false imprisoned the guy. He didn't even have a weapon on him, and the Elmer Fudd motherfucker had a shotgun, another motherfucker had a pistol. They shot him at point blank. I want to say it was 2 or 3 times on camera. And the DA of that small town, the name of that town escaped me, but it's Mayberry, USA. They set on that tape since February, amongst all the shit that's been going on. Set on it. Didn't want to release it. They only released it because the lawyer, the third person who actually fucking recorded it, released it because he thought it would free them. And they released it on the internet, sent it to the New York Times, put it on YouTube, put it on the internet. And it obviously sparked outrage all across the nation and across the world. And, you know, the DA, he panicked. He tried to send it to a grand jury, which would ultimately still not get proper justice. So much outrage came in from different organizations, and they got the state of Georgia to step in. And when the state of Georgia stepped in, they arrested the 2 guys. And now, you know, since the courts are closed, it may not go the case to September, but I mean, are you all surprised by this? I mean, it's a good thing. It's unfortunate that it was on camera, and it was unfortunate the guy put it out because he thought it would exonerate his friends. But how do y'all feel about that? And also, how do you think justice will be served? And if it's not served, what you all think the outcome will be in that situation?
It was hard to watch because when I saw it on my timeline, a piece of my head was just like, you already know what this is. Things are fragile in a societal sense that, do I want to take this in right now? But then there was a deeper piece like, yeah, you got to. You know what I mean? Because of course everybody got something going on every day. I'm fortunate enough to still be working through all of this. I have to change my perspective on this. Like, everybody at home chilling, I still got to go to work, but I am fortunate enough to still be working through all of this. But I also have to take very good care of my spirit throughout everything that's going on in a worldly sense with the virus, the unemployment rate, and knowing how it affects our people. But this was something I had to watch. And when I watched it, I felt it. It's a bit of a defeated spirit. I stayed off my timeline for a good period because I just couldn't deal with. I didn't want to see all the commentary, the comments, the thoughts, the solutions, everything put out there because I really just felt bad. You know what I'm saying? And once that feeling sets in for me, as somebody who doesn't And I said, somebody who traditionally does not vote, I understand the system dynamic in it, but I always pride myself on, if I'm not gonna vote, I'm gonna at least put forth action in my own way with my community. My thing is like, I feel it in the sense to where even with stuff like, this is a whole nother story, but like the back to school block party and the school supplies not getting to the students, I'll talk about that another time. And then everything that I've been doing is just like, yo, what's gonna be the real, what's your move to help stop this stuff? You know what I'm saying? I can train up the kid and show them about, you know, resume building, pursuing jobs, doing college applications, all the stuff that I do in my life outside of music when I work with you. But the thing is, what is going to be your move to help these kids keep from being killed? Which is another side that I have very little access or control to right now. And it's just like, what will be my personal move? And that's the question that I haven't been able to answer as of yet, but I'm still searching for when I run into this situation. So, yeah, but that's my take on it.
Do you think justice will finally be served in this situation?
No, I don't. How many times have we had undeniable footage? You know what I'm saying? Eric Gardner, Sandra Bland. Like, we've had so much undeniable video footage of people being gunned down and killed. The only thing that gives it a shred of hope in my mind in this case, not to be a defeatist or a pessimist or nothing, but the only thing that gives it a little bit of hope, I can't even say that because normally we see a policeman killing somebody black, right? Mm-hmm. But we've seen this situation before on a deeper scale where Zimmerman killed Trayvon. It's like he wasn't even the police. Mm-hmm. These guys are in the middle as former cops. It's like, okay,
just one of
them is a former cop, but it's like, of course we know police try to protect police and do all sorts of crooked shit to get these people off, but how would that apply in this case? You know what I'm saying? And looking at those two parallels from examples we already have, you know what I'm saying? I don't see the means to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, of how they've shown us time and time again that, you know, it's really a needle in the haystack if we do win these cases. So, but that's just me. I ain't got a lot of hope for it, but I do hope for it.
Yeah, same. It's one of the things where it's like, okay, when I finally watched the video, I scrolled by it so many times before I finally watched it. And when I finally watched it, you know, I watched it all the way through, and of course, you know, I knew what was going to happen, but I was also kind of disappointed. I become numb to it. I watched it and I was like, all right, damn, fucked up. And I just kept on about my day because that's how normal it is, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Now, what gives it hope and what I haven't seen, I ain't even gonna say what gives it hope, but what I haven't seen in previous cases is two factors I want to bring up while it's on my mind. Number one, it's like, okay, all right, so higher profile celebrities that are white are standing against it, like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And honestly, so with some of his diehards, you know, so with some of his stands, honestly. So it's like I'm seeing more celebrities that are white actually take action against it, and I feel okay, and just being transparent, I feel like that's their own agenda. You know, I feel like activism is popular now. So it's like people like Tom Brady, or not like Tom Brady personally, but on that same tier, be looking for a cause to get behind. And this is a good cause to get behind because he wasn't a cop. You know what I'm saying? He's a former cop, but that brings me to my second point. Okay, all right, so I read a source, and I really hope it was accurate, you know what I'm saying, that said that he was a cop, but he didn't have the authority. Something he had done wrong, you know, like just he didn't have the authority to work as a cop, and his department allowed him to work after that. So what I read, he
was a private investigator. He was a cop, but he was a private investigator for 30 years. For the same office the DA who then charged them worked for.
All right. But shit, what I read was that he couldn't, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have the authority to make arrests. So like their whole department now is being investigated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's something that I haven't seen. You know, like that's a different type of investigation. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it'll necessarily help towards Ahmaud Arbery's case.
Yeah.
But it is, but you know, like even if they don't get him now, and then I read something that was saying, you know, some people may try to go for manslaughter because it's easier to convict, but of course it'll be a lesser sentence. Of course, you would know, because
that's definitely not manslaughter. And what you're referring to, they're investigating that whole office for not pursuing charges immediately when it happened. They investigate them for corruption and misconduct. Misconduct, like predatory misconduct from a legal perspective. That's why they being investigated by the DOJ, which is a lost cause, because we all know who run the DOJ. Bill Barr, the motherfucker look like Fred Flintstone. He do everything Trump tell him to do. So
tell us, you know what I'm saying?
It's a fucked up situation, man. But yeah,
me personally, I knew like once they brought up the footage of him, like, you know, in a you know, just in a house being built, and I've done that, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, personally, this particular case hits home for me in a couple of reasons, you know what I'm saying? Had this been a couple of years, I'd be like all in arms, but after so many cases of this happening, I'm numb to it now. But this still you know, it hits home for me because, number one, you know what I'm saying, it's been times where I walk around my suburban neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, to clear my mind. He was 25, 26. I'm 25, 26. You know what I'm saying? I remember being 25 and 26, walking around my neighborhood, literally just to clear my mind. And in walking around my neighborhood, I remember seeing houses. I was with my father, and it might have been my father and my uncle, but I know for a fact my father was there. Me and my father had wandered into building structures, like just being like, oh, what's going on with this? You know, just to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's still nothing but balance beams. You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact that, you know, him wandering into that was curiosity, and motherfuckers is looking at it like it's theft. What he gonna steal? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But I understand. I know that the fact that they are trying to implement this into the case, just to sway who they need to sway, just to give the people who are going to argue against him what the evidence that they need.
Yeah. Now, because I seen somebody, I think Jessica in the comments, she was talking about he was trying to make a citizen's arrest. The state of Georgia do have a law in which you can make a citizen's arrest, but that went far beyond that, because he basically shot him. He killed him, so that far exceeds that. They're gonna probably try to use that in the court case, but it doesn't have any standards, because they didn't actually catch him stealing anything. He didn't even do anything, so that's a point that will probably be raised in the case.
All right, well, let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
And we're gonna come back around.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know have nothing to say about this. I see it too many times. I'm not surprised by it. It's just gonna be served. Do I think so? No. It happens all the time. So yeah, it's bad to be numb. It's real sad to be numb to it, but can't help it. It happens too many times. I'm tired of talking about it. Honestly.
Yeah.
DJ?
Man, look. I didn't watch the video, because I don't have so many of these before I go like Jason Todd and just go straight Red Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Like, I only have with so many before I decide to fix the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Turn to a vigilante.
Like, straight up. So, like, this shit gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening.
I can't see shit. Wu Tim in the comments, and he going ham. Wu Tim can't be here, but he in the comments.
Yeah, go. Yeah,
I'm Tim for the night.
All right, back to you, Wu Tim, Wizard Tim. Goddamn.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm coming through with all the conspiracy, but yeah, bro. Like, I mean, it's
you have to speak up, Wizard Kelly.
It's classic, bro. It's classic. America KKK, like it's like, what else can you do about it, bro? Like, this is what they stand on, this is what they was built off of, and this is what it is, bro. Like, we get to talk about justice and all this wasting breath. Like, that's just me personally how I feel about it, because like, yeah, like it happened time and time again.
And it don't matter how far we go into the details. It don't matter how much we break it down. It's like it's basically it's what it was built off of. Like it's classic case not to be racist. Like, cause I got white friends, you feel me? But it's classic case of it's black on black crime. But it's when stuff like this happens, like bro, it's what you can. So many times it can get overlooked. Yeah. From our end. Like all this Black Lives Matters and stuff like that, like it does it really matter? Do you really gotta ask yourself that question? Like, do it really matter over here?
We're not gonna undermine Black Lives Matter. Because to us it matters, and that's the whole fight.
I'm not gonna undermine it, but I'm just saying.
It's like with me personally, I feel like with Black Lives. First of all, most crime comes from dealing with people that you know. You know what I'm saying? And because of cultural proximity. And because of cultural bounds, most crime is interracial. So black on black crime, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the same statistic, but but blacks always kill. Whites normally kill each other. Mexicans normally kill each other because you normally kill somebody that you fucking know. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the facts of it. So that's why I discredit the black on black crime when people bring it up, because no, most crime is intraracial. No matter the crime, it's normally within the race. A white person dealing with a white person, black. But what I was gonna ask you was, alright, so in a legal citizen's arrest, you know, because they still not cops. You know what I'm saying? How legal is it? Because some people argue, I think it's a bad argument to say that you can argue a police arrest. You know what I'm saying? But with the citizen's arrest, how much legality do you have in resisting?
First off, if
a good legal arrest, like a reasonable legal arrest at that.
Reasonable.
Because I want best case scenario.
Actually, have to catch them in the act. It can't be like how they said it was a person of interest. They went off that merit. It's a person of interest. So they got to catch them in the act. And you also have to confine them if you catch them in the act. And they did neither too. And that's just part of the criteria. That's not all of the criteria. So on those elements, it's not even a citizen's arrest.
So in this case, it was a slaughter.
Yeah, then the fact, when we talk about, murder, fights, altercations, like if me and you fighting and you pull out a gun, or whatever, you can go to jail because you exceed a fist fight.
And we got a guest that's gonna tap in for us.
Alright, boy.
What's happening? The cool features we got working on.
Let him go.
What's happening?
Braid my hair. What happening, boy?
What up?
What it look like?
We good, man. What's your take right now, bro? Or you just want to tap in for a second?
I'm definitely high. What's up?
Hey,
let me tell you like this. I'm gonna be real quick. You talking about the little African that goddamn was jogging?
Come on, man. He wasn't African, man. That was just his name, too.
Listen, first of all, if you knew that you did something, why the fuck are you jogging that slowly? You supposed to hit the woods.
He didn't do anything, Tim.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck that. Even if I got somebody following me too long,
you feel me? You got to be.
Anyway, second of all, I feel like, listen, if white folks don't continue to murder us like that, we need to get somebody, great auntie with some big ass hands to slap the shit out of the next white person they see. I just feel like somebody, great auntie, to put a white person in a coma. I mean, because killing is wrong, you know what I'm saying? So we just need to slap the shit out of the next white person. And it's gonna be okay, but it won't be okay. You know what I'm saying? But wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga is stupid.
I'm gonna let you slide because I want you to get your hot takes in.
Yeah, my sister said you slap her, she gonna smack that ass back.
Better do that. Shit.
We gonna hit you back next topic, bro. We gonna tap in all night.
Yeah.
Somebody said you better not slap no white person for go.
We gonna hit you back, bro. We gonna hit you back, man.
Alright, but one more thing I did want to say, you know what I'm saying, and this is my own personal conspiracy. I feel like for the sake of, because of course, the white supremacy, you know, while they've done a good job in the past of quarreling our black uprisings by killing our messiahs, by killing our black messiahs, you know what I'm saying, what I will say is, in this new age, one of our hopes, and it's a dim hope, it shouldn't be a hope, but one of our hopes is that they will give us justice every now and then to pacify us, to keep us from uprising. So it's like one of these slaughters, they're gonna actually convict somebody and give them their time. Go ahead.
But the thing, hold
on. Let him wrap it up.
I was gonna say that I think that very well is gonna be the scenario in this situation, because if you don't convict them, all hell is gonna break loose, and that's not gonna be good politically wise.
How far,
especially in the election year.
Yeah. This politically, this is an election year.
But what about the other times though? Like, what about the other times? Like,
I
feel that
wrong is wrong, and they should have been. I mean, they should have got convicted. But this shit on camera. Like I heard a guy say, "Shit, this make you think. What if the Trayvon Martin shit was on camera?
Yeah,
the whole outlook would be different." I feel like in this situation they have to convict. Now, how many years they're gonna get? That's a different story. But they're definitely gonna get convicted. Like I'm fully optimistic that they're gonna get convicted in this situation.
Devil advocate. What if they don't?
All hell gonna break loose. I mean, it's simple as that. Like
that's what I was asking. How far away is the city from Atlanta being a greater metropolitan?
I think it's more so like East Georgia. But
I can still see that.
It's not the same no more as
they desensitized, bro.
No, hey, this is a set. Hold on. No, we not gonna get on those soapboxes. We ain't gonna stay in this space. We finna change the topic, and we finna get into some lighter conversation.
Yeah, we are.
We can talk about
go crazy, bro. That's for the next hour. Yeah,
and we not.
Yeah, we'll come back around to it because we don't want to like dampen the mood, man. Yeah. But let's go in and just.
Because I ain't drink this wine to talk about no goddamn. Go ahead, bro.
Don't we?
It is what it is. Since we got the troll master in this motherfucker, we're gonna talk about some shit that he was trolling about early in the week, which was. This nigga, I'm so sick of talking about this nigga, man. Lil Boosie, man. I'm tired of talking about. He the clown of the year.
He might get MVP, man.
Now he can't. No question, no question. We all know, like
you got to buy a loan.
You know, like how LeBron can win MVP every year. That's Trump.
This nigga win.
But Boosie got this shit on lock.
Yeah,
he got this shit on lock, man.
I mean, we had R. Kelly the first time.
So. But yeah.
But nah, bro, this nigga had bitches in the base. But I can't even call them bitches because they was too young. You know what I'm saying? Shit, bro, I'm not finna call a 15-year-old girl a bitch.
Boosie came out, man.
18 and up.
He came out and said that he let his 12-year-old son
get sucked up, bro.
Get fellatio from
gotta make it sound
scientific
professional.
terms.
Gotta make it sound professional.
Yeah, get fellatio from somebody over the age of 18, and he endorsed it. He obviously paid for it, and the internet went nuts. I'm tired of talking about this shit, so I'm gonna let y'all have this shit. I'm tired of talking about this shit, man. Right? When I hear Boosie, I want to hear this nigga about some rap shit. And he not, he a subpar rapper, but I like he got a unique style about it. But I like his shit, like him and Boosie and Weber when they came. I liked all that, but this nigga is we're gonna talk about all that. But what do y'all is the shit right or wrong? Because this nigga was trolling like a motherfucker on the internet. But what do y'all think, like, crazy. Man? Is that sex abuse or is it not? You know what I'm saying? I know it's a man, a little boy or whatever, but what if it's a woman? You pay a grown man to do it. What y'all take on it? I'm tired of talking about this nigga. So y'all fire you away because I ain't got shit to say. Fuck that nigga. Go ahead, man.
Say, take your time.
So, to answer the question, yes, it's definitely sex abuse. At the same, it's so many charges. Sex abuse, it's child abuse, it's endangerment, it's prostitution, it's a bunch of shit. So it's just one of them things where, it's like, I would like to give my son game, and if he got that done, I wouldn't be mad. But I'm not gonna pay it or force it on him. That's the extreme, like, because now you're forcing it on him. Like, I know some badass motherfuckers fucking at 9, so it's like I'm not gonna pay. But they was doing that because they wanted to. Yeah, like, it wasn't
wrong as shit, but they wanted it.
Yeah, wrong as fuck, but that's what they wanted to do. Or that's what they knew, or who knows the background that led to them doing that. But they made a conscious choice of it. I mean, I get it, and we can say how people should parent their kids, but also, as my nigga DJ would say, the child determines what is right for them in a lot of cases. So I ain't heard the child say he was traumatized by it. We probably won't hear that till he's 25. Or something,
you know
like
what I'm saying?
But
the way he act with women be all fucked up.
But he also lives a completely different lifestyle than the everyday person who has advice for them. Same thing with like if you ever watch the Carter documentary and you see Lil Wayne talking to Lil Twist, like, how old you is? You 11, Twist? You ain't fucking?
Yeah.
You 15?
Yeah.
You ain't fucking?
Yeah.
I had
On the
Nene
real,
at
I had
15.
my daughter at 15, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
that's how black men are talked to on the regular, but at the same time, they live a completely different lifestyle. Yeah, I saw what that shit did to Wayne.
Yo,
By 7, 8 baby mamas now.
Hey, bro, and that's a GOAT list. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's the GOAT list.
This baby mama is kind of solid.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they really are. Like,
But
Crazy.
it's all in the psyche of that particular person, of that child, and how he takes it and what it does for his future and how he feels about it. But I understand what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, what's legal is legal, what's illegal is illegal. I get all of that. At the end of the day, how does the son feel about it? If he cool with his pops doing that something for him, and he made a conscious, I'm pretty sure he could have told my dad, like, Boosie, like, he got a high pitched voice, don't get it twisted. Boosie is a real nigga. Yeah. He could have been like, Dad, I like girls. I don't need this right now. And Boosie been like, you know what, son? I respect you for that, man. Like, he would have let that shit go.
Honestly, bro, I think
that's my take. That's my take on it.
At 12 years old, bro, I don't think Boosie's son had the gall to say, motherfuckers nowadays, bro, goddamn, I'll say this, bro. If we in a room full of 20 niggas, bro, and we get a ugly ass bitch to come through and suck everybody up, bro, it's gonna be a nigga in this bitch that don't want to get his dick sucked that's gonna do it off peer pressure as a grown man. So I think, bro, as being 12-year-olds and your pops telling you to get your dick sucked, bro, I don't think you're saying no. Now, what I will say, bro. What happened?
My guy.
I get to see you, bro.
We
I'm gonna make sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Shit, I'm trying to make sure.
Shit,
I won't fail.
I was letting him do. You know what I'm saying? But shit, what I was saying was, okay, bro. And truth be told, you know what I'm saying?
Wait till you get back on the mic, please.
Oh, my bad. Alright, so as black men, bro, what happens is, you know, we understand now that it's wrong. But, you know, we're not a product of that directly, but we've seen it. You know what I'm saying? We've grown up around it. We know middle schoolers that was fucking. You know, might be some niggas in here that was in middle school fucking. I ain't asked you to call out your business. But it's like, bro, as an adult, you understand now how destructive it is for a middle schooler to be fucking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, and with that, what I'm saying is, okay. So I feel like what has happened now is, and somebody brought it up to me, bro, Boosie's son now has a fucked up idea of consent. Yep. You know what I'm saying? His first sexual experience had literally taught him that money can buy him whatever. Money can buy him bitches. You know what I'm saying?
He was gonna learn that eventually. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but learning that at 12, do you know how hard it's way harder to learn it at 12, but it's way harder to undo it learning it at 12 versus learning it at goddamn normal pussy buying ages. So, goddamn, bro. Shit. So it's like, I say that to say, yes, Boosie was wrong, but no, I don't think he should get his kids taken away. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, it's like, I feel like, okay, he did that as a rite of... Bro, Boosie's idea of a rite of passage as a man is to fuck a woman, like we've all been taught. You know what I'm saying? Like we've all been taught. And it's like, I put it like this. In terms of survival, this how I break it down, bro. In terms of survival, the earlier the better, because that's what we were taught. You know what I'm saying? It just literally it's embedded in us, bro. You find out, bro, like you find out your partner fucking an older lady, it's all daps. And the younger he is versus the older she is, the bigger the age gap, the bigger the daps is. So now on one end of that spectrum, you have 12-year-olds getting sucked up by goddamn grown men, grown women. You know what I'm saying? God, we ain't got shit to do with that, goddamn.
In terms of the Catholic Church, you got grown men.
Yeah. Bombs.
But yeah, go ahead, bro.
Well, my take on this is, I'm gonna continue to say, the only thing Boosie did wrong was put that shit out on the internet. Here's why I say that. At 12, when I was 12, I think about basketball, okay? Little bit basketball. 12-year-olds today, they got so many fucking resources to look at. Porn went free when I was 12, okay? Porn is free now.
I had to find the catalog.
We had to go on certain channels and just listen to the shit. Like,
the shit was
on free.
HBO porn.
My growing up had the Scrambler box, dog.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, bro. Like,
Now,
I feel like people get it twisted saying that he forced. I don't feel like he forced him. I feel like if you see that relationship, Tootie and Boosie has a relationship where he can come to his dad and talk about anything. So I feel like what happened was he 12 years old. Kids learn shit early. He probably was interested in sex. Now, if your child came to you and was like, yeah, I want my dick so with the whoop, that let me know he gonna do it automatically. Without me knowing, sneaking to do it or whatever. I don't see nothing wrong with Boosie. Now, the pain shit, that was wrong. No, that's your name. You could have said, "Oh, my name Boosie." Something my son did.
Same
you know what I'm saying? You got to pay nobody.
That's like a form of currency too.
But the currency exchange is what makes it prostitution.
Yeah, he could use his name.
I feel like this, bro. I feel like
I won't let him finish.
But at the age of 12, though, I still say 12 years old, kind of young. But at the same time, like I said, kids are learning early. Like my nieces too know how to work an iPhone out the womb, bro. Yeah. Like the shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? They gon' learn shit earlier than we did. So I can't really. Prime example. I would rather for my child to smoke their first blunt with me than go out here and get laced. That's how I feel, bro. Like, who's to say that Tootie when the went nowhere caught some shit here first time, now he would have been turned off by the shit. That's just how I feel. Like, shit has changed now. There's so many young girls just selling pussy nowadays. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 18 years old, 20 years old selling pussy, bro.
Only fans.
It's more open now, though.
Go ahead, DJ.
So first off, like, the shit, Boosie basically, like, enabled pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? Like, in short.
Facts.
Another charge.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, those fucking children is nasty, right? Like, that's just that. That's just that.
Hey, man, fuck them kids.
But don't
literally. Fuck them kids, but fuck them kids. Disregard them kids, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, point blank period, shit nasty. I get, you know what I'm saying, the whole, like, rite of passage thing, because that's what he was taught and everything. And you kind of can't fault the situation, because Boosie ain't gonna learn.
He old dog be tricked.
Yeah.
Boy stuck in his ways.
Yeah, like,
he institutionalized on so many levels. Like,
They forget, bro.
yeah, like, that nigga gotta catch up with, like, the thing is, man, we trying to have a society, right? And we, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to have, like, people be decent to each other. And fucked up sexual experiences won't help people be decent to each other. So, like, or maybe they will, because you will probably learn that, you know, the fucked up experience is something you can learn from. But anyway, like,
niggas just took a meditation breath.
Sigh, bro. Deep sigh, goddamn.
but, like, somebody got to talk to Boosie. Because, like, his antics, like, are counterproductive.
He not gonna. He ain't
to, like, society at large.
He listens to his own goddamn.
He not listening to nobody that
ain't listening to
Boosie
Bro, when he said he wasn't listening to Jay-Z.
When he said that, he said Jay-Z tried to call him to do something.
Yeah, what he said, you know what I'm saying, take back his regards on D-Wade's son.
But is it wrong?
Honestly, I just feel like Boosie is doing what he just telling what's going on.
Hold on, True. Let the people in the back.
All right, what's the killer?
Then Nick. So yeah,
It's the Wiz, y'all.
It's the Wiz, y'all.
it's on you.
Saying, but like, is it wrong for him to like not want to listen to Jay-Z? Like, I just feel like the fact that people hold Jay-Z to a certain standard.
We're not going. We're gonna keep it on track.
Yeah, that I don't knock. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna come back. I'm coming back to it. I'm just saying, based off the last statement, like the fact that Jay-Z, they said Jay-Z hit him up to take back what he said.
He didn't press him. He just
quote unquote. You feel me? Quote unquote. If that's what he did.
Yeah.
is it wrong for him to stand 10 toes down on what he said? Like,
you know what?
No,
you know what I'm saying.
it's not wrong.
And I'm glad you introduced that because
it's Jay-Z at that. Like, does that make it wrong?
I mean, that ain't a relevant point. We just making sure that we know that Boosie ain't listening to nobody.
But I'm gonna get
That's
back
all
to
I'm
it.
saying.
But honestly, I feel like
because I want to talk to you about that. You know what I'm saying? I agree.
It's so many different things that like we can go off of. Like even if we going about, I know it don't go into that same sense, but like getting tattoos, man, you got your mama with your dad with your consent. Well, you can get you a tattoo.
Yeah.
Like it's certain, it's just things like that still go on. Like
that is
I feel
look at that.
Same way.
But
can you get sex consent from parents?
But
I'm
like,
just saying, but I feel that.
contextually,
I
though.
feel that.
No,
I feel that.
contextually.
I just like to play devil advocate a lot.
Yeah,
You feel
no,
me? But
and
I'm
it's
just
needed.
saying. I'm just saying, if we get into that point, you feel me? It's just like shit. Where we living? You gotta think where we living at. It's so much. This nigga's sex slaving over this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So it's like shit. Just for a nigga dad to be there. Nah. Granted, I went with my pops a lot when I was little. So you feel me? Like for me to speak on this, it'd just be speaking like. I left field.
Yeah.
Really.
Shit,
But
I mean, hell, shit. I just had my son 3 months ago, but shit, I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't gonna get that little nigga no head.
yeah, but what I'm saying though, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But what I'm saying is the fact that it happened. It's so much other stuff that happened too with parent consent. You feel me? We can't overlook that he did. Like, I mean, he did what he did, but at the end of the day, it's like
You also can't overlook that. Hey, he
wrong.
told us himself in the early 2000s that he was fucking ratchet.
Yeah.
So shit, what else can you expect from him?
Exactly, bro.
Boosie said it on the phone like 5 years ago.
He said we all got some ratchetness and shit. We just got more in him than we do in us, goddamn.
So the fact that he did it, we can't be surprised.
Exactly.
And that's what I was gonna say. It's like, bro, it's so many niggas out this bitch that if they had Boosie's resources, they'd have done the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Publicize.
And that's kind of a problem.
And one other thing, the
It is.
fact that his stand is so against what D-Wade got going on. I'm pretty sure like I ain't saying he trying to send a message, but I'm seeing the fact that he's trying to expose his son to women.
Yeah.
You feel me? Something that
I don't really think that's what it is, though, bro.
I'm just saying.
I mean, those
like,
are both extremes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
This is a complex topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a whole bunch of shit.
With this social media
we don't let him
shit, he
finish.
capping
Speaking of
like
social media, it is a recorded show. We gotta keep some organization.
I was on. So he was hold on, ask him like, so what's the age? That,
It depends on the state.
I'm saying, but what's the age that intercourse is
legal.
and according to what?
It depends on the
It can't be
state.
according to the government because this.
But depending on
If we talk about sex, women can be married
A woman
when they get their period.
We gotta talk about that too.
12 years old.
We gotta talk about it.
Those are
A young woman.
Man,
I'm just hold on.
It's really so we can have a wider view.
Yeah,
of what's
I'm
really wrong
gonna tell you what my
as a child
thought.
having intercourse.
I'm gonna tell you what my thought on shit like that is. All right, so scientifically, the human brain doesn't really develop until like 25, 26, when you can actually make decisions. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I feel like somewhere around that age should be the age you should be allowed to do a lot of shit.
Decisions based off of what?
I feel
25
like,
though?
it
had
had
to
to
be
be
somebody-
because we lack culture, bro. Like at 12, you supposed to be a man. Bro.
No.
Yes.
Your brain, your frontal lobe doesn't finish developing
I get what you're
until
saying.
you're like 25,
So who's
26.
teaching you though?
Yeah, you have full capacity.
But like,
I'm gonna talk on that.
regardless of all that, like,
Who's teaching?
like
Oh, no,
regardless
let me finish.
of all of that, like regardless of who teaching what, your body, your brain, it doesn't finish developing until around then, when you can start making decisions on your own capacity. You know what I mean?
At your max potential.
Scientific.
So
Now I'm not talking about
Yeah.
what you're taught up until then.
Mhm.
Like, that's on like your life situation.
Yeah.
That's
I think-
totally on your
I
life
think that's a
situation.
strong point, but But still, like even God say the age of 12, that's when I'm counting. That's when I'm gonna start looking at you and your ways. So when you turn 12, that's when I'm gonna deem and say, you know what you
But
doing.
again, that's what y'all were taught. Right? What he's saying is that the idea is that you're not at your maximum learning and functioning capacity
to make logical decisions.
Not even because logical is theory and opinion, but you're not at your full capacity of where you're developed. Every person on this earth is born from sperm and egg. You don't reach your maximum point in your brain, not like in theory of science, but physically. You don't grow and have the brain stop developing until you're 25 or 26. And in every religion, in every culture, every person, that's where your maximum capacity is as a human being. That's what he said.
So what that creates is science versus tradition.
Yeah. Where everybody, this could be Boosie's tradition. That's what I'm saying. Tradition is, you can't apply your tradition to somebody else's situation.
But this not even tradition.
But
it's, hold up, Nick, you was finna hop in because he didn't get his take off. Well, we gotta wrap it. We gotta bring it back around the court.
Yeah.
Like I said, that shit's so complex, bro.
But what I was gonna say is,
he can't say what you gonna say when he got his take going.
I thought you said he was straight. Yeah, I thought you said you was straight, bro. Please, by all means, get your rocks off. By all means, get your rocks off, bro. Because I'm gonna feel bad if you don't, bro. Just say something to make me feel good. Even if you don't want to say shit, just say something.
Something. You got it, there, bro.
But man, what I was gonna say is, okay, but what you're dealing with now is, especially in our age, we're taught to be men by, our father figures, or, OGs, whatever you want to call them, people older than us. You know what I'm saying? They were taught by the people before them, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. So what, we're dealing with tradition versus science, where 200 years ago, motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying, bro, one of my mentors, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you know what I'm saying, I remember him telling us a real slick story, old white man, by the way, telling us a real slick story about this nigga went to a goddamn, wasn't even a school dance, but they called that bitch a sock hop. Nick was 14, bro, and I never forget, he was like, yep, took a girl there, this and that, at the end of the night, I sealed the deal. What I say that to say is, historically, traditionally, we actually were fucking dumb young, bro. Yeah. If you 200 years ago, an old man with some land to trade his goddamn daughter to a nigga for some cows or some acres. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that was that 14-year-old bride. You feel me? Elvis had a 14-year-old bride. Is it wrong? Yes. Is it traditional? Yes. So it's like we're being taught tradition, which is teaching us some wrong shit. So it's like, bro, you can blame Boosie because he's wrong, but you can't blame him because he's doing what he's taught.
Yeah. I think that must be some New Orleans shit. Even Lil Wayne said it back on.
Yeah. Lil Wayne said the same thing.
Baby took me in the road.
Hit them comments, man.
But hey, J. Cole said in the song too, bro, and he in North Carolina. You feel me? You the realest nigga, not because you got some pussy 12 years old.
It's people watching live, and I'm trying to keep up with the comments.
Please moderate, because I will go off.
The same shit everywhere.
Man, look, y'all gonna let me get these comments off from the people that tuning in.
Mm-hmm. Let's involve the folks.
I don't even know where we at. Fuck, I'm just gonna stick with what's on the screen because I can't find it. All right, 12 play from the nigga Wu-Tim, which we'll tap in with you in a second.
Say that.
And he said like a bomb blew up in this bitch. Tim throwing R. Kelly lines and shit in the chat.
Please don't tell me he said I don't see nothing.
Anise, the always authentic Anise Austin said, "You being exposed to sex prematurely doesn't aid you in your development. You're not a man because your adolescent has penis. What? You're not a man because your adolescent penis has been used with a grown woman." Very true, but
we've been taught otherwise.
I mean, men, it's kind of like when we be all men making comments on women's stuff. Like, I get what you're saying, but
like niggas know that shit.
Shout out to the sock hop. That 6ix9ine told on Boosie and his son. Yeah, Daniel's back at it.
That's funny.
Is it okay?
Boosie told on himself.
You're definitely right. Shout out to Rena and Selena. I see both of y'all in here. Tim Coleman, the sock hop right behind him. No. Lil Wayne was also getting kissed in the mouth by a grown ass woman.
Man,
to my baby. Grown ass man.
By what? Oh yeah, that's true.
This nigga did stop performing. That's my
hit Tim real quick, man.
Yeah, bro.
Right, man.
Tap
we gotta
cuz
tap
in,
into
bro.
Tim and see what he talking about.
See how far he made it on his hat, goddamn.
No, man.
Hey, my boy got 3 days in. Goddamn.
He ain't lying.
Bro, tender-headed than a bitch, bro.
Answer the damn phone.
No, he looking at him out. Answer the phone.
I know, man.
My boy on bullshit.
Oh, this nigga
nigga
tripping.
All right, fuck it. All right.
I'm the internet.
What?
What he said?
I'm the internet.
I'm the internet.
That nigga's so goofy.
Answer the phone.
Don't worry about it, bro.
He said no.
Man, so many ways I can go with this shit, man.
I got ammunition on both sides. Go crazy, bro.
Let him have
That nigga.
We can come back. We can come back to it.
We can
'cause,
do
you
a
know,
bonus hour.
Yeah, we come back to it.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, man. Wrap it up so you move.
I ain't like I said before. I ain't got nothing to say about that shit. Like it is no doubt a complex issue. You can look at it from a multitude of different ways, man. You can look at it from a traditional sense, a modern day sense, which is my approach. We live in modern times. Like in the Hebrew times, like you a man when you 12, that's why they have bar mitzvahs. But I know Jewish cats. I went to school with Jewish cats. I know they not letting their kids.
You went to law
fuck
school,
with-
goddamn.
I know they not letting their kids fuck at 12, but that's you know, that's neither here nor there. Also, we gotta look at the hypocrisy of it, because would you let would you pay a grown man to fuck your daughter? You know what I'm saying? So you obviously have to look at the hypocrisy of it. But when we also look at tradition, when you say that, like, it was people selling they 12-year-old daughter off to a 33-year-old man for a bunch of cows. So I mean, it's whatever. We gonna come back to that. But
Yeah.
Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas, man, you know we in quarantine. There's a lot of domestic violence going on. So Earl Thomas, he got into it with his wife a couple of weeks ago during the quarantine. He got drunk as hell and they just was going at it. So he said, fuck it, I'm not about to argue with your ass all day, I'm out. He got his brother to come pick him up. Shit, he went to an Airbnb with his brother. His wife was hitting him up for hours, like 8 straight hours. He ain't answer, but it's his wife. So she know all the nigga passwords and everything. Hooked up to that nigga Instagram, found his location at an Airbnb, literally 10 minutes away from their house. Pull up with her homegirls, kick the door in with a pistol. Four homegirls. So, you know, they pull up. This nigga, old school style, in the bed with his brother. Fucking bitches, goddamn. In the bed with his brother, fucking him. His wife come in that bitch and put the gun to his head. She said with no clip in the gun, but it was one in the chamber. So somebody in the room called the police. Police arrested her for attempted murder. Like, the shit is wild. Like, what's y'all take on it? Like, shit can get hard, like in the quarantine, domestic violence shit. He could've, nigga, NFL player, could have put his hands on him, but he chose to let off his stress in another way.
Hey, baby.
What y'all think on that, man?
Shout out to him because he definitely could have went Ray Rice.
Say
He could have went Ray Caruth. That's another story for another time. Shout out to him for not, because NFL players are trained to be aggressive, cold-blooded killers. You got to die hard to play that sport. So shout out for him for not losing his temper on that situation, because I don't even know what they was arguing about. But
Be anything in the quarantine.
I can't even front, bro. The littest part was her mug shot, because she was looking on that bitch like, yep. And I was like, that.
I know she did some head swivel before she took that bitch. Like, yeah, I did it. I'll do it again. The fuck?
I'll pull the trigger next time.
I should have pulled the trigger. I'm already here. Shit.
That shit was lit. And yeah, as far as the story, man, quarantine, being locked up, shit, shout out to my single people. I'm just messing with y'all, but yeah, did she have justice to do that? No, but at the same time, hey, bro,
That's her husband, right?
like,
Yeah.
I mean, but prenup, even, I don't know if he got a prenup in that situation or not, but shit, even if we don't got a prenup, you're not getting my password.
Yeah.
I ain't made it there yet. I don't know how that feel, but I'm just saying, some things you just need to have separate. And first off, you didn't have to go as much money as you got. You didn't have to go like fuck chicks with your brother because you're rich. Like, that shit is just weird. Y'all in the same bed. And my nigga, you could have
away from the
you could have caught a flight, my nigga. Like, put some distance on that if that's where you want to go.
You win some, you lose some. That nigga lost.
He lost real bad.
The situation occurring and going the way it went, man, that's all his wrongdoing. He is the flaw in the foundation of this problem.
Say that.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, she might have been arguing with him about some bullshit. He could have been right in the argument. But every other thing this nigga did was flawed and wrong. It was he couldn't do wrong right. Like,
Man, what are you
my
doing?
mama used to say that shit, and I did not understood. I didn't understand what that meant till I was an adult. But this nigga couldn't do wrong right. Like, come on, bro. Like,
That's stupid.
but yeah, y'all got it.
Look, man. Bruh, it's like it's one thing to, bruh, it's like when you love somebody, you know what I'm saying, like that crime of passion, that leeway that you get in the court, bruh, I fuck with it because honestly, bruh, you love somebody, bro. It's one thing to find out that somebody that you love cheated. It's another thing to actually see it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna talk about anything that anybody, you know, involved might have pledged back in college. You know what I'm saying? That has absolutely nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? Because noobs never cheat. But listen,
Black men don't cheat.
period. And listen, bro. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I feel like I feel like the noobs was just in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Made a play with his partner, you know, with his brother, his blood brother. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll take one for the team. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't know that taking one for the team might have meant fucking another woman. Why you But what I'm saying is, on some real shit, bro, I totally understand her goddamn not pulling the trigger, but pulling the gun out. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she didn't pull the trigger. And I'm not gonna say free her hashtag. I'ma just say if she gets off, I ain't gonna be mad. You know, just if she gets the minimum sentence, I ain't gonna be mad because
I don't think he gonna press charges.
Nigga, of course he not, bro. You playing with, and he's wrong, and he moves like he know he wrong because he is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, as a man, nigga fucked up, cool, but at least, you know what I'm saying, he's owning up to it. He this and that and the third. Nigga ain't, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, bruh. I hate it happened to cuz. You feel me?
Free her. Free her.
Man, free her, man.
Free her.
I ain't gonna say free her because I feel like that goes straight against him.
Free her.
Drake, go ahead.
Go crazy, bruh.
I mean, he's wrong. Shit.
Exactly.
Like, I ain't nothing to say about that.
I'm about to say this more so about her than him.
Yeah, really.
It's about him, but it's like, because we know he wrong. It's just like, okay, but how wrong is she
But
for
it ain't
finna
like
shoot the
she put the
nigga?
gun to the chick head. She
Yeah,
put the
she
gun
put
to
the
the
gun
nigga
to
head.
his
Hey, and that's bigger facts.
Bigger,
yeah.
No, hold on, cause we definitely look at men like, hey, come get your chick. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just
Like,
saying, though, but
like that's
is it-
between you and her. Like, if that shit was
And exactly, that's why it's the same, bro.
So,
But she put it.
She put it to the right motherfucking
I
head.
feel like she was the bigger person because
In
she
the
didn't go after
situation.
the chick.
Yep.
I can respect
She
that.
could have put that to the chick head.
And
But
she
she
really
like,
the bigger
nah.
person because she ain't pulled the trigger.
So,
Yeah,
Man,
that's
first
what I'm
off,
saying.
I would have pistol whipped.
First off,
She could've
Something.
pistol whipped something.
Oh, it's on DJ.
Hold on.
It's on DJ.
Hold on,
DJ.
man. Y'all made it funny now. Y'all called her the bigger person. A motherfucker went to find a nigga
Yeah.
with the gun. No,
That's her,
you
that's
can.
her husband.
But no, you didn't have to do any of that.
husband,
But
though.
you didn't have to get the gun. You didn't have to. You didn't have to.
Made that
Legally,
prenup void,
she's married
goddamn.
to the
She should have made the money. for
legally
it.
they're one.
She gonna get the money
But
regardless.
she
Connected
I was
to him
gonna-
anyway.
But no other human should have that much sway over you.
Hey, I'm just saying.
They probably still girl. She ain't get no money.
That's,
Bruh,
Like-
that's her nigga. That's her husband.
I get that. Like, no, I 100% understand that. But like, you gonna put a gun to a motherfucker head?
Hey, man.
Yes. Yes.
ouch.
Big ouch. The worst ouch.
I feel what he's saying though, because you got somebody passwords, my nigga. You probably got his goddamn social security number, all this other shit. You could have did other ways. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck this goddamn?
That's so much.
You would have hurt his pocket.
That's
Bro,
she gonna hurt them anyway.
Okay, but how?
They're gonna be back together.
At what point do you think emotionally, in the sense of I didn't invest so much into this man? I thought I was gonna.
So,
if you got somebody's social security number, you fuck their whole life up.
Do you know how toxic that situation is?
Bring it in.
Like, do you know how toxic that situation is?
I understand crimes of passion, bro.
I will threaten your life.
Yes, I understand crimes of passion.
Because I'm emotionally attached.
Fuck
Do you hear me?
But
You heard what I said?
Like, I just can't. I get it, but at the same time, like.
And God bless you for finding that inner peace. Because on Jesus, I understand her.
Everybody's not raised the same.
Yeah, no.
That too.
We get into all these. I feel like all these topics linked together. Everybody's not raised the same.
Exactly.
So when we get to this topic right here, we can get the Boosie goddamn paying for his son to have sex, and we can get the motherfuckers wanting to grab guns and shoot their husbands in the head. Like everybody's not raised the same. So I felt like the fact that she took her time out to find where her husband was at.
That makes it
grab a gun. but you have in some countries where if the woman cheat,
she gets stoned.
What happens?
She get her head cut off.
All right, so
she get her head cut off.
Like it's a. I feel like this is where we get into what's the word for it? When women, I say the word so many times, but it's like damn when I'm on the spot. When women get blamed for stuff that men don't get blamed for.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly.
Double standard. So we get into a double standard. You feel me?
Oh no.
So it's like I'm not saying that that's not what that's not what's going on, but I'm just saying like the fact that she did what she did. Yeah. We see on these shows where men go for the other men, and girls go for the
all
other
that shit
girls.
goofy.
Let's just say this, as far as for her to go to the extreme of what she did. Who's to say how long this shit been going on?
Yeah.
Who's to say goddamn she ain't caught him before doing some crazy shit?
And that's really what it sounds like.
And so like when she called
hey, that's the final straw.
So when like does it not become a point of like self-help and just leaving the situation?
I hear you, bro, but that's idealistic in what you're thinking.
I like that.
Boom, there we go. You know what I'm saying? It's idealistic because in a place where motherfuckers put their self and their inner peace first, that would be good. But the girl bagged the goddamn NFL player. Andy was the buzz. Fuck, I'm saying.
Put a gun in his motherfucking
You know what I'm saying? Say that.
See them comments again. They going crazy.
Yeah, what we got? What we got?
It's been on fire.
What we got?
I gotta let people.
Damn it.
Hold on.
Start through them.
Stop.
Everybody stop. 38 special to his motherfucking head.
About the criminals on internet. Alright, look.
Go through them motherfuckers, dog.
Fuck, I can't. They moving. I don't even want to say the first one on the screen right now. Cheyenne said it's Dick 2. Shadarina, it's her husband though. Anise Austin said, I don't want that fam. Don't love me to live, bro. Tia said, man, y'all keep moving these comments. Alright, G. She could take him being gone after an argument. That would. And that's wild to me. How you blow somebody up for 8 hours? Very true. Like that's a full-time shift,
bro.
That's his wife.
Heavy out.
Nigga love to make folks do way worse.
And that right there let her know he was on the bullshit, man.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Rena also said it's her husband, and maybe she thought he was kidnapped and had to get the gat and find her hubby.
Them good.
She could play it like that.
Yeah. Valid.
Exactly. She already knew if Buddy left the house, he was gonna cheat with a raggedy brother.
Hey, bro, we do need to see them pictures.
I ain't even talking about. Fam, with your brother.
You know what? I'm weak.
Who you fucking with your brother?
Hold on, let me read.
Women?
Man, let that man cheat in peace or leave. Hell yeah. I'm just fucking with you. Nah, I'm just fucking with you too. Black men don't cheat.
Bro,
For sure.
She said, "Man, let that man cheat in peace or leave." Hell, shout out
ideal world.
Yeah, she did. So, all right, Corey, where you at on this?
I don't have no comment on that.
Since I've been here,
hey, y'all motherfuckers
political as hell, politically correct.
Because that nigga know. He know. Be in that
And to be honest, bro, he know what's incriminating and what's not. He like, no.
Look, man.
He like,
When I heard about it, I called Courtney. I'm like, man, would you fuck some chicks with me like that? And he's like, man, hell no. We ain't never did it then, and we not gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean,
that's a whole nother topic. Hell no, that's hell no.
Yeah, but birth brothers.
I would fuck nobody with my brothers.
Man.
Yeah,
what I will say,
biologicals.
Like man, you gotta respect your marriage, man.
You
gotta respect your marriage, dog. Like for real, like we had this conversation like last time, like being in quarantine with somebody that get on your fucking nerves.
Yeah.
She obviously got on his fucking nerves, but you took a vow. You took an oath, man. You can't play with it.
You chose it.
Till death, nigga.
Yeah, bro, on every front, bro. In front of God, in front of God.
Right,
on a business, you know what I'm saying? Marriage is a bit like, nah, bro. And it's like what you said about prenup, bro. It's like what I've realized, because, you know, we some niggas that intend on being millionaires. You know what I'm saying? And a prenup, a lot of times there is a
morals clause.
Yeah, you know, adultery clause.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All of that.
So shit, she still might get bread.
She gonna win regardless. Even though she put a gun to his head, she gonna win. She can leave that nigga and get half of his estate and assets. Like, man, and this happened in the public eye. They clown this nigga on the internet. Like, if she want to leave him, she can leave him. I don't even know if they're in the same house, but imagine if they are in the same house right now.
She can have that motherfucker.
Not just that, but just imagine if
they living together
house
right now.
After the aftermath.
Oh no, she doing Griselda. Hey, she doing Griselda ad libs
Think about
all
that.
day.
Yeah. Big yikes.
God bless them kids.
Because he wasn't gonna press charges on his wife, but I don't know if they staying in the same house right now. But shit, I know they got a counsel on Skype like a motherfucker or something, man. Because that's tough, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Like, I can see if like that's just your girlfriend, you do it. That's different. She can get the fuck on. But that's your wife.
Yeah.
You fucking up, man. Yeah. Like, and it's just embarrassing that it happened like that.
Couldn't do wrong.
And it's on the World Wide Web or whatever.
But yeah, he's screwed.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, man, he probably been doing that shit. Like, man, he probably been doing it. And for him to do it, like, from his perspective, the shit just probably hit a fever pitch, man. He probably had snap. He probably needed some relief, but unfortunately, that shit, like, man, that's your wife, man. Let's talk about some pleasant situations and some pleasant women. Some very pleasant women. Yes, did y'all watch the Jill Scott
thing.
and Erykah Badu versus? It was beautiful, man. Like, as artists, like, did y'all get inspiration from that? And what did y'all, take from that?
Man, as I've had the pleasure of seeing Erykah Badu live, so I probably felt my peak inspiration from her in that moment. You know what I mean? But this was wonderful to see as well. Erykah Badu is like, the cool chick from the neighborhood. Like, she feels like, and not to sound cliche as shit, but she was like Nipsey Hussle before Nipsey Hussle. Like, how Nipsey Hussle felt like he was from the neighborhood. He was an everyman. It was a nigga that came from the hood. Like, Erykah Badu felt like that for just like black conscious people. We still see every other woman emulate her in some way, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? In culture. She is like the godmother. She is a Jay-Z of a certain prototype. You know what I'm saying? Like, for her influence amongst women. And it was beautiful to see her. She's always spent her career doing things her way, the way she wanted to. And talking reckless as she's always done. You know what I'm saying? It was just good to see that for an extended amount of time because, shows are planned, executed, and repeated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a little thing that makes it genuine. The artist can make it genuine, which she did. But this was very genuine in being in the moment as it's happening live, knowing that we're seeing it real time. It was beautiful on Jill Scott's side as well. it wasn't even about who got the most hits when fucking Trina and Kaya out here arguing. This was like fucking amazing. And Jill Scott, just to hear like the backstories, the secrets to the records, the things that helped them come about. Little stuff that we knew, but getting the explained version, like how Jill Scott wrote I Got You and how Erykah Badu sung it, and then Jill Scott performed it live in New York, and you know, everything that went into the backstory of all of this and how it came full circle. And that shit was just amazing. I literally, me and shout out to the homie Ozu, we sat in here and watched the whole show from beginning to end live as it was happening. We had a session that day and we just like, fuck the session, we'll start after this finished. Thinking it was gonna be an hour, ended up being like almost 3 hours. Yeah, it was like I'm here for all of it until they hit end live. Goddamn. So
that Jill Scott.
Yes,
hell
that was like it was beautiful, man. Even the way they operate with each other was like very inspiring. Seeing that artistry, like, and it was cool because like we look for the competition from verses, especially after like Swiss and Timbaland, just because, you know, that's the seed of it, and they talk shit all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You ain't got this one? No. And it was cool, and it was friendly competition, but this was just like, it was different, and it was amazing. And that's all I can say. It was amazing 100 different ways, but yeah, it was amazing. That's all I got for it.
Did you gain any inspiration from it, or what you took from it?
Alright, boom. So I actually don't be watching the mixes. Bruh, I literally wait till the next day. I watch bits and pieces of it while, you know, down my timeline, but I do not have the time span to actually. And I tried to tap in. I want to say I tried to tap in to Swiss and them. That's when I tapped in to Manny Fresh and Scott Storch.
That was like the
first, and that shit was heat. You know what I'm saying? But right around that time, I realized I was like, bro, I don't have the time span for this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I literally don't have the attention span. So it's like what I do now is I just look at the songs, bro, and I'll go back and listen to the songs. You know what I'm saying? In order how it's played. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I digest the versus battles. And it's like, bro.
Title.
Huh?
Like the playlist they have.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like, in that, you know, once again, I look at bits and pieces of it because I want to be in the know while it's happening, because I understand that some shit needs to be experienced right then and there. But also, you know what I'm saying, to get an energy of how they was feeling about each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, even me, I chose the team. I was like, I'm team such and such coming into it. But deep down, I knew that it wasn't about competition. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, on some other shit, that's how we attack rap when we hop on songs. Yeah. It's competitive, but it's not about, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's not deadly.
Sankofa sweet, that's how we get that. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And Sankofa, you know what I'm saying? I hop on a song with Wizard Kelly. You feel me? Goddamn. Yes, I'm gonna try to. It's like, bruh, it's not that I'm trying to have the better verse. I'm trying to be the best version of myself.
Yeah.
And hoping that I bring the best version of them. And that's what it is, bruh. It's like, bruh, on some Goku shit, bruh, you can spar without hatred. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that was, bruh. There's a lot of love in it.
For all my artists out there, you don't want your labels all in the competition. All in I'm just fucking. I ain't gonna do no shit.
All in your video.
What you got?
All on your live.
Honestly, I'm with him, bro. I haven't really been able to catch any of them.
That's the only one I caught. No, definitely.
It's on YouTube.
Alright, so I've watched all of the verses.
My nigga. A student of the game, bro. Tell me, bro.
I watched all the verses. Like I watched like Erykah Badu, like her shows that she's been doing on her website and everything. But like, so this verses was one of the best. Like it's like this one and the T-Pain and Lil Jon. Like on like some technical shit. Like all this shit worked. You know what I mean? Like sound came through clear. You know, like, because all the other ones, everybody had technical issues. Like, everybody's trying to do too much. Everybody's trying to put on too much of the show.
I do know they, if I don't know anything, I know Teddy Riley shit was
Oh, man.
Buck got memes.
Dog, that shit was excellent. But, like, man, after, like, but the battle itself, quote-unquote battle. So, it starts, you know what I'm saying, Jill Scott's on her shit, she's playing poetry and everything, she pop in, talk, whatever, like, Badu getting ready, and so you flick over to her thing, like, she getting her shit together, whatever, get like 10, 15 more minutes, they get together, so they talk to each other, make sure everything clear, and then they was like, they joked about the who gonna play who got me, and so then it was like, I was gonna start that joint. So then she played it. And Jill plays her version, the live version. Where she has like a part where she does like a lot of vocalization. Like Jill Scott, man, Jill Scott
different
has a fucking amazing voice.
Yeah. Different.
But like that whole like she even did Watching Me. That's my shit. Because like
about going in the store.
Yeah, about the surveillance and shit. Yeah, that's my shit. Yeah. But like that whole thing was like great because like Erykah Badu is one of those artists like this is one of my inspirations, like one of my big inspirations.
Hey.
Because like Erykah Badu, Funkadelic, stuff like that, and because like artists like that show me like, man, you do whatever the fuck you want to do, just make it you,
ain't no
and
box.
Be real with it. Yeah. Ain't no box. And like her throwing Bruce Lee on in the background, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that was me. Like man, that shit was all my type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, that shit was great. Yeah, it was good times.
So you got something on it, man? When you watch it, you good on that?
Well, speaking of those versus battles, who would y'all like to see go next?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Well, what they say is up next.
Oh,
it is official.
Luda and Nelly
tomorrow. That shit gonna be silly as hell.
Yeah, that is.
Just make sure that one out for real.
That
may be the first one, man. Tune in to.
I don't know who I would want to. I mean, I know who I would want to see.
Who that?
But it's gonna sound off to everybody. There's two I would want to see. I would want to see Devin the Dude and Andre 3000, but most people gonna say Andre 3000 no win because he's a better rapper. Like I get it, but I feel like Devin the Dude was like the first Andre 3000. That's just me personally. But beyond that, what I want to see, just because the 16-year-old rapper still in me loves Texas music, I would love to see like Chamillionaire and Paul Wall, or either Chamillionaire and Lil Flip, or Chamillionaire and Mike Jones, or Chamillionaire and somebody. Like or Chamillionaire and Slim Thug would be amazing.
Nice. That's different.
That's me though. Like that's what I want.
Great. Well, I know the hood baby and me would love to see Gucci versus Jesus.
That's not gonna happen.
We know.
That's just like the 50 Cent and Ja Rule shit.
Goddamn Instagram live beef. Pussy ass nigga. Fuck you, nigga. You know what to do with your homeboy, nigga. I put a million on you this time. Get the job done.
What you think, man?
That's speculation. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I want to see 2 Chainz go against somebody. I know goddamn him and Meek Mill was, goddamn playing about it. I think that should be dope. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Chainz, he dumb underrated. He one of my favorites. I feel like Bud gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So I want to see Chainz and some shit. And then, bro, I ain't gonna lie. At Jay-Z and Snoop, it's like, bro, I don't want to see Jay-Z go against nobody. But, bro, Snoop.
Yeah, how you work this shit, B?
But Snoop, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
but
we gonna have the whole team in there.
I don't know, bro. I think he going the shit he be saying in his raps, bro. I think my nigga. I don't think he got burner accounts, but nah.
Oh
bro,
no, that nigga be lurking.
Niggas talking to him.
That nigga
bro.
be lurking.
Oh, he be watching.
Talking to him.
He definitely be watching.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Something. So yeah, it's like, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nigga like Snoop, you feel me? Shit.
Snoop and Dre.
Yeah, bro. No, not Snoop and Dre, but Snoop and goddamn Hov.
That's still, he still ain't got enough heat to take down him.
Yo, bro, Gin and Juice.
I mean, but it'd be a good time.
Yeah, it'd be entertaining.
Bro, drop it like it's hot, gonna go crazy,
for
bro.
The audience.
His shit with Pharrell gonna go, but not, and that's another thing. I want to see Pharrell go against somebody. That's my favorite producer.
So
he killing whoever he go against.
I was gonna say Neptunes versus Kanye, but that's not gonna happen. And I would say people saying Jay-Z versus Snoop, Jay-Z versus DMX.
I know what I want to see.
If Jay-Z battle anybody, it's gonna be him and Beyonce doing it together. I can see that happen.
I know what I want to see,
but that shit gonna be awkward.
But that's how they would probably do it.
Like, but it won't work well with the popular crowd. It'll be battle. Niggas will love it. Flying Lotus versus For Real.
Who? Flying Lotus?
Or Flying Lotus versus Thundercat.
The thing, see, they done so many songs together. Like Flying Lotus produces Thundercat's albums, so like you know what I'm saying. Like that whole like Flying Lotus versus For Real thing, that'll be a ride.
Yeah.
That'll be a fucking ride.
Yeah, but that's a pipe dream.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I do want to see a super producer battle. Somebody against the Neptunes. Anybody against the Neptunes.
And it's
Jesus against the Neptunes.
Justice League against Neptunes would be
still though.
They got songs.
Big time producers.
They
I can see the
impact
Neptunes going against somebody like a Jermaine Dupri, somebody with a catalog.
Yeah, it have to be somebody with a
It has to be another super producer, bro.
I mean, Neptunes had all the 7% of the music of the year 2000.
Exactly, bro.
On the
like,
charts. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat them niggas.
Yeah, it has.
I mean, and then For Real got Rump Shaker on this bill.
Yeah, all of that. You can't fuck with him. For real.
Yeah, no, he wrote what's that verse?
Bro, it's wild. Yeah, like no, it's like bro, nigga low key a cheat code. Goddamn non-aging ass.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
He just exfoliate a lot.
Oh God.
Speaking of classic battles that may actually come into fruition,
Alright.
I'm sure y'all seen the Instagram video. Motherfuckers got hyped about it. Mike Tyson say he back. In a video of him punching bags and shit, he say 53-year-old Mike Tyson say he back. Then Holyfield say he back. So,
Oh my God.
do y'all think
No.
Mike Tyson, a 53-year-old Mike Tyson, would do work in this new age of boxing?
Let me lay this out on the line right now, because me and my brothers just discussed this a couple of nights ago. I put money that he'll give Wilder some work right now.
Man, I don't know about that. Go ahead. Yeah, okay.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Well, I could, because what people...
It'd be a show, though.
Here's the thing. If Mike still has... People always go crazy about his punching power, but if he still got his speed, which I don't think he has at 53, not how he had when he was younger, but if he still has his defense, because Floyd Mayweather get a lot of credit for the Philly shell shit, or the Mayweather style, whatever you choose to call it, for his defense and fighting like a robot. But the prototype to that was Mike Tyson bobbing and weaving, other than Ali being so long he could just lean back. But Tyson was like a short, very defensive, calculated body worker. I can see him really putting some damage on Deontay Wilder. I still think Deontay Wilder would sledgehammer him and take him down. So would Tyson Fury. So would Anthony Joshua. Like, I still feel like any of them could knock out Mike Tyson, because I don't know if he got the speed to keep up with him. But
if the Deontay Wilder that just got in the ring previously with Tyson Fury fights Mike Tyson on that Instagram video, he would get laid out.
Nah, it's an IG clip, man. That's 30 seconds. That ain't 12 3-minute rounds.
That's all Tyson Fury needed in that last fight.
He just beat the brakes off his ass.
Exactly.
No,
It took
I
all
ain't trying to.
man. You don't never. Deontay Wilder never win by scorecard. We knew that. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder has never won on scorecard. Like, we know that.
It was over in the third round. The fifth round, I was like Buddy from Rocket. Throw in the damn time. I was scared for him. Like, real talk, I was scared for him, bro.
But you could have said that a few times about him. He always got...
Not in that fight.
Not in that fight, but that's always a weapon.
It was over.
If a bullet can kill you, if you miss 16 shots and that 17th one hit, if it ain't got it, you got to extend the clip. That nigga can be that lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't not count that last one. Like, it's a one. But
true, because all it takes is one.
That's his MO. He get the one every time.
And I love Deontay Wilder, but that's my only problem with him. It's like he always going for the kill shot.
I think I'm gonna take it.
That's how he. Yeah.
My point is that he
Boy
fight
just
like
hit
a street
hard,
man.
bro.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, he just hit hard as fuck, bro. It's like if them bitches ain't going down, bro.
I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back to Tyson coming back though. I would love to see Tyson and Holyfield.
That could very well
that
happen.
shit is funny as fuck. I'm down
now,
for
if you want to keep it real on that, I think Holyfield would get killed this time.
Exactly. Truth be told, I don't want to see it. Bro,
It's like,
bro,
for one,
to get your
Holyfield.
ass beat by a nigga that bit a piece of your ear off. No, bruh, I don't want to see it.
I owe you one, bitch.
I don't, bruh. Like, it's like, bruh, the fact that the nigga bit your ear off, bruh, you deserve to win. You're the underdog. Not that you're the underdog, but you deserve to win. Now. But number one, yeah, exactly, bruh. You know what I'm saying? The story ends morally with you winning this shit. But this nigga Tyson, his video was better than your video, and that's how we got the judge. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say
bruh.
If Holyfield does come out and fight, this is for one. It's gonna be like his 9th or 10th time coming out of retirement. So I'm just like, how broke are you at this point?
Rick Ross still living in the house.
But not Pete. I say, and he just found marble in that bitch, bro. Assets. But what I will say is, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Holyfield could get him, of course, in a long game. But Mike could end it early. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's either gonna be one or the other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not watching boxing today, so I don't know how they would do, but I study boxing historically. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, Tyson can get him early, or, you know, Holyfield to get him in the long game. Longevity. Endurance, rather.
Alright, let's keep it right, DJ.
I'm not watching that shit.
No, people, I don't want it to happen.
Let this shit go.
But no, you're right.
Laugh like hell.
I'm laughing. It is all they life. Don't turn back now.
Bro, like, I done sat up and watched Mike Tyson, like, sit up and cry. Like, talking about, like, what fighting does to him, like, mentally. And, like, how it, like, fucks with who he is as a person. Like, I done sat up and watched this nigga cry about that shit. I'm not finna sit up and watch this nigga like fucking turn on himself like that. You know what I mean?
He do got some great documentaries.
That just means
he punched him. Hold on. That nigga punched a podcaster in the mouth last year, bro.
That just means I'm scared for the.
You talking about the nigga? What's it called?
Yeah, who was
100,
the name?
Whack 100.
Yeah,
I thought that was a gimmick.
Yeah, it was. Man.
That was
stage.
Yeah, on stage. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, nah, man. Like,
that's a
no, but. I don't really want to watch no old niggas fight either, though.
I'm watching it.
Man, look.
Shit's entertaining.
Man.
I feel like it's a big ass cash grab. Like, they probably got, first off, quarantine got niggas bored.
For real.
A 53-year-old Mike Tyson is not about to do work. Instagram, look, y'all niggas look at ass shaking all day on Instagram and get hype. So niggas seen Mike Tyson video and got hype. Look, he would get his ass whooped, man. Simple as that. Now, unless he fighting Holyfield, if he fighting Holyfield, that might be different. Holyfield barely know his goddamn name now. I don't know, that nigga can barely talk now. So I can see that happening. I can see that being a money maker. But Mike Tyson, look, the heavyweight division now, he would get drugged. Mm-hmm. Let's not forget the fact that Mike Tyson got his ass whooped by Lennox Lewis, who was every bit of 6'5". Every nigga in the heavyweight division is like over 6'5". Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, fucking Tyson Fury, he's 6'9". Mike Tyson is all a bit of 5'9". He don't stand a fucking chance. So, like, to be realistic,
I'm glad that you were specific, because you just straight up said a 53-year-old Mike Tyson wouldn't do work. I'm glad you classified as far as heavyweight boxer, because you drop him off in a bar right now.
Oh yeah.
He'll fucking dust that.
Man, that's different. But we talking about professional.
Talking about boxing.
Yeah, he don't stand a fucking chance. He whoop everybody ass in this room, no doubt. But I mean,
chance.
You got it, bro.
I don't want no smoke.
Rena, she got it. What's your question, Rena?
Rena.
But yeah, that nigga don't stand a chance, man. Like, that nigga ain't.
So all right. So basically, you telling me then that Wilder got paid for the last fight? Then.
No, he got his ass whooped, man. Like,
he got
I know.
Paid.
Yeah, well, we know. Yeah, exactly.
He got $5 million. But yeah, Till was like he said, it was that Power Ranger Rita armor that held him down or whatever. That was bullshit, man. He wasn't ready. Look, he was not a traditional boxer, man. He just think he gonna go in there and throw haymakers.
Take names.
And he got exposed, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Damn, bro. Dom Kennedy versus Currency.
That would be a.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Holyfield gotta sit down. Nah. Wilder said it was the arm held down. Sorry, I have to read these comments. They be on white.
Give him a chance.
Yeah. Wilder said the arm held him down. Give him a chance. I have a question for the fellas. We'll get to that question. Mike Tyson, the new Wolverine.
Yeah.
Tyson can probably take Wilder. He did. He took him to the cleaners, but Arena's question: would you be upset if your girl had an OnlyFans account?
Oh man.
Nope. Bonus hour begins.
Yes.
All right, so Arena,
who want to answer that first?
Hold on. Let me see who we have.
Oh, I know where I'm at.
Hold on. Let me before we gonna answer that question. But yeah, live streamer, stay tuned. We're gonna go into the bonus hour because it's better get left. Make sure you follow us on all streaming platforms at Sankofa Suite on everything. SankofaSuite.com. Buy the gear. We got a piece up there now from the podcast. FTK4L piece. You know, we don't say fuck them kids. There's a bunch of other stuff you can do for them kids like follow, find, fix, form, all of that. But yeah, it's a big F, just in case you want to say fuck them kids. But grab the merch. Get Cloud Chasers with my Monastery homies. We got that out right now.
SankofaSuite.com.
Sankofa Suite on everything, man. That is shout out to my brother McGuelly for coming through. He did Troll Master 3000, aka Tobin Bay. His comments does not reflect anything of Sankofa Suite, even though he had the shirt on. And yeah, shout out to my homie Carlos Chom again, and the homie Wizard Kelly in the back.
It's the Wiz, y'all.
And the homie who used to be called the rap name but ain't got no rap name no more. And shout out to the homie Nick for coming through as well. Shout out to the homie Wu-Ten for tapping in.
It's bonus.
That is DJ. That is the Phasing Octopus that we call DJ, who is a DJ amongst 7 other things. I'm Eugene Wright, also known as Eugene Wright, formerly known as Eugenius Neutron. My day ones called me Mafia Boy, MB the Beast, but my mama called me Itty. That is your host, C. Noah, and this is the Sweet Life Podcast. Peace.